Hi everyone. Today I will be discussing a paper we published in 2019 in collaboration with Luis, Marcel and Dimos, and the paper is titled Good News Everyone, Context-Driven Entity-Aware Captioning for News Images. First of all, let's go over what is image captioning. Image captioning is simply put transcription of an image into a natural language where you describe the scene in the image. However, state-of-the-art captioning models have quite a lot of limitations. Apart from the known limitations, there is also a limitation where you do not, or the model does not take into account the contextual information. As you can see, for example, in the first image, even though an airplane is about to crash, a state-of-the-art image captioning model would produce an airplane is parked on the tarmac at an airport. On the second one, even though there is a house floating on top of the water, it says a group of people standing on top of a beach. If you look at the correct captions for these images, it reads as Transasia plane crashes into river in Taiwan. And also on the second one, hundreds of people were killed by the storm when it swept through the Caribbean. So as you can see, these two types of images have one thing in common, which is named entities. Named entities are proper names for person, organization, location. However, expecting an image captioning model to produce Transasia or Taiwan or Caribbean is unrealistic, so we need some kind of contextual information to provide this kind of information so that captioning model basically can inject this information. So instead, we said, let's look at the news articles, which is the perfect information for us, where you have the article that can provide us the contextual information we need. The data comes in millions, and it already has the ground truth, and it's already written by domain experts. So this is the perfect opportunity, this is the perfect data set for us to go from image captioning to interpretation. However, it comes with challenges, of course. First of all, you have the image and you have to encode this image. And then you have the context, which is the article, and you have to encode this article as well. Apart from encoding, you have to also explicitly inject these named entities that exist in the article. So to remedy this problem, we have proposed a method basically, and for this we have taken an image and then encoded with a CNN, and then we have taken the article and encoded with a glowy word vectors, and then we have run on top of it a visual attention and then sentence attention. So at each time step basically there is a visual attention and then the sentence attention. And then LSTM is responsible for producing a template caption. And afterwards, basically these templates are filled in by looking at the sentence attention, by looking at the article. So let's go into the producing template caption. So what are these template captions? So as an example, if we have the sentence Albert Einstein taught in Princeton University in 1921, the sentence is basically converted into person, referring to Albert Einstein, thought in organization, referring to Princeton University, and in date, which is referring to 1921. So this caption, this template caption as we call it, is first produced by our model and then the named entity is filled in later on. So let's look at a couple of qualitative results. So in the first one, as we can see that it correctly produces. In the second one, it more or less chooses the correct names. However, the theme is completely wrong. And the third one is completely right. And the bottom part is basically the one that is, I think, the most interesting because it says something about the model where the contextual information is not completely taken into account, and also common sense reasoning is completely lacking in this model. For example, if you check the middle one, Obama, a former FEMA official who was convicted of murder in Saturday. So this is just ridiculous to us, but to a model is quite reasonable. Or in the last one, even though you see a KKK for Trump, you talk about some Muslim candidates. So it's just counterintuitive. So as the last one, I would like to give a taste of what is a description and what is an interpretation. So given this image, ours will produce Crosby of Canada after scoring the winning goal in the second period, while up-down, which is the classic state-of-the-art captioning model, a man in a red jacket is holding a snowboard. And then the ground truth is Sidney Crosby celebrated his goal in the second period that seemed to deflate Sweden. So we are able to, in some images, take into account this contextual information and the caption completely changes. So to conclude, we have taken the first steps going from description to interpretation. We have provided the largest news captioning dataset. And we have proposed a pipeline that integrates contextual information designed to deal with out-of-dictionary entities. and we experimentally demonstrate the performance, state-of-the-art performance. Thank you for listening.